What's good, fellow CEOs? Welcome to the Irony of Gaming. And today we're going to be doing a story recap. So I'm going to be going back to basically the very beginning of the story. I wanted to do like a recapture. There's some things I just wanted to recapture the moment of it and, just go back to rereading things, seeing what was, what I missed, or if there was extra details within the story that I like, that I pretty much missed in a way. So yeah, that's what we're going to be doing. We're going to be starting with the very first chapter of CounterSide. And man, this brings back so many memories. Like, I've been playing the game for about 3 years now, and man, it's like setting it up back to how the background used to be and playing the original music of what used to play. Like, I know that when you first start the game, they play the other one, but before the Origin update, they used to play this song right here. And I can remember that after the tutorial and whatnot, they would usually have, like, the original Hill Days form right here. The non-awakened Yumina and the non-awakened version of Chushiyun. And those are like the three characters that you started off with on here. And man, it captures the atmosphere so well. Like, I remember seeing this, and it was, I don't know, it just had that, I don't know, that unspeakable feeling that it gave off. It was just like, man, this game is cool. Like, like, it looks edgy. It's just like, I don't know. It's like you had a business all set up, and you're just starting out. It's just amazing, and it's just, I find it pretty cool that after all these years, nothing has really changed. Like, my feelings of the game and whatnot, it still captures that atmosphere from it. It's just amazing. But yeah, we're gonna be doing the chapter 1, and I'm gonna do some recaps on it. Gonna see, because gonna see what extra details were out there, because there's always something within this story, and it's just amazing, and I just look forward to doing that. And also too, I noticed that I haven't really had, there are no I haven't made videos on the full chapters of it, so that's what I'm probably planning to do, is trying to go through all the chapters from chapter 1 all the way to 12. Just so it could be, more complete, so I can have a more complete playlist, because, we've already done episode 13 and 14, and we've recorded those. So it's only right to, commit to it fully by revisiting the story. And man, one of these days I was going to revisit the story either way, whether I was going to record it or not, because I know I was saying, like, one of these days I'm gonna go back to the story just to relive it all over again. So, well, today's that day. So let's get to it. But also too, if you guys are new to the game, this is perfect time for you guys to read the story, because I'll be reading the story alongside with you guys, and possibly adding some more context and details to the story itself, because it's very rich. This game is very rich in its lore, and it connects to so many things. But yeah, there's just so much. Like, there's the substreams that are also connected to everything, and there's the counter cases along with that. So it's pretty amazing. But yeah, so we're gonna start with the episode 1, the new recruit. But also too, so before I even start to, you guys already know the deal. I'm gonna be treating these stories just like how I'm treating just like how I treated the sub streams and the main chapters 13 and 14, the way that I treated it that way. So if I'm gonna talk about, because I am gonna be talking about, some things like a few things ahead of chapters, a few chapters ahead, since this is like a recap and whatnot. But if I'm going to talk about anything spoiler related, or I'm going to talk about, any of the further substreams and whatnot, I will count down to about 5 seconds. So I'll count down from 5 seconds, and that's going to give you guys the opportunity to mute the video until I finish talking about what I'm talking about. And once I'm finished talking about what I'm talking about, I'm going to give the signal in rotating my mouse like this in a circle, and that's going to give you guys the it just slipped my mind. It's gonna give you guys the signal. It's gonna give you guys the signal to unmute the video, and yeah, we'll just continue on with reading on. But also too, the same thing that I did with the other chapters from chapters 13 and 14 and the other substreams, I will be doing this here. So if this is your first time, as a new player looking into this story, I tend to do I tend to set a few rules for myself to make the game more interesting and to going through the story a lot more fun and sometimes challenging. So this rule is that if I come across missions that I have to deploy my units and whatnot, I am only obligated to use units that is part of the same squad. So let's say you have a group that's in 6 wings and a group that's in Fenrir squad. I'm only obligated to use units that's a part of that squad. So let's say I have Fenrir, and there's a bunch of group of units that's in Fenrir squad. I'm only obligated to use those units. I can only use those units for that specific mission. Now, sometimes there's gonna come a time where, I'm gonna get into a few situations where I just don't have enough units within that squad to fill up the slots in the game. So I'll be doing something that's like a collaboration type thing. So I'll be doing like a squad collaboration. So I can add in, units from Fenrir squad and units from 6 wings. But it's gotta be, it's units like that. Now, if there's like some rare occasion in which I still don't have enough units, then I can possibly add a third squad, a third squad to the mix to fill up all the slots. Because what the game does is that you can't play with half a deck within the missions. The mission is going to force you to try and fill up all the slots of the mission, all the slots for your units in order to even start the mission. But you'll see what I'm talking about on there. But yeah, let's start this. The new recruit. Let's see, assignments. It's on the first day. Okay, let's do it. And also too, I may possibly also, because I haven't finished I haven't finished some of the missions here to get my 500 quartz and stuff, my free quartz, by doing the hard mode missions or completing and getting S ranks on them. So hopefully I could get the S ranks and I could complete all of this. So yeah, let's continue on with this. Let's do this. Oh, we already got a mission. Okay, New employee has joined the coffin company. She will soon find out she has made the right choice. Did she now? Oh, it's not a mission. It's just starting that.
가끔씩 그런 생각을 해. 만약 처음부터 이렇게 될 줄 알았다면 우린 지금과는 달라졌을까? 의미 없는 후회라는 건 알아. 인간도 신도 지나가버린 운명을 되돌릴 수는 없으니까. 그러니까 너는 나처럼 바보 같은 선택을 하지 않길 바래. 가끔은 포기하는 편이 더 나을 때도 있으니까.
It's rather to give up than to hold on.
그러니까 안녕. 이제 헤어질 시간이야.
네, 부사장님. 지금 막 공항 라운지에 도착했습니다. 네, 주무시고 계시네요. 비행기를 오래 타서 피곤하신가 봐요. 잠시만요. 지금 깨어나신 것 같아요. 다시 연락드리겠습니다, 부사장님. 안녕하세요. 코핑 컴퍼니의 김하나 관리부장이라고 합니다.
I remember first starting this before, and I ended up seeing this. I was like, oh, who's this beautiful woman right here? I was like, oh, okay. I was like, this is captivating. What a way to start the game. I think at the time I was thinking that you know, I didn't necessarily think if she was like a playable unit or not, but I did think that like she had some important part in the game, and I would have liked to see you know, to see her play important roles on there. And I mean, luckily she did, because she has a she's one of the operators in the game, so that was pretty cool.
죄송합니다. 주무시고 계시는데 통화 소리가 너무 컸죠? 실은 오늘 저희 회사에 취임하실 새로운 사장님을 모시고 오라는 지시를 받았습니다만 인상착의를 봐선 제가 찾던 분이 맞는 것 같은데. 역시 그러셨네요. 늦지 않게 와서 다행이에요. 갑자기 회사를 인수하셔서 어떤 분일까 궁금했는데 부사장님 말씀보다 더 젊고 훤칠하시네요. 아니, 조금 이상하게 들릴 수 있겠지만 불순한 이유로 한 말은 아니고요. 어디까지나 새로 모시게 된 사장님과 잘 지냈으면 좋겠다는 그런 공적인 이유 때문에. 절대 지난주 맞선에서도 퇴짜 맞았다고 급해진 건 아니에요.
Poor Kim Hana.
여기 라운지는 조금 덥네요. 사장님께선 괜찮으세요?
I forget, what did I choose back then? Did I choose this one? Or did I choose this one? Knowing me, I probably chose this. I don't know. I don't remember. You know what? I'm gonna choose this one.
어쨌든 바로 회사로 모시겠습니다, 사장님. 슬슬 해가 질 시간이네요.
Hey guys, also too, if in the comments section, feel free to let me know if what's it called, if Pim Hana's smile was captivating when you first saw her, when you first started the game. I'm curious to know.
아, 혹시 그라운드 원은 처음이세요? 경치가 좀 특이하죠? 저기 보이는 빛이 관리 실패 때 생긴 대균열인데 아직 다치지 않아서 침식 재난이 자주 발생하는 편이에요.
You know, when I first had started this game, at the time I was like looking for like, I guess you could say, like a game, like a visual novel that from time to time would have like voice actors in it. Because to me, I always found it like, I don't know, more captivating and interesting that way. And it seems that later on in the chapters, it seems like the devs are starting to go back to that, you know, heading back to their roots. And I'm all for it. You know, it's always good to have, you know, some voice actors that interact with the game like that. Let me see something. Check something. Okay. All right, good.
아, 그래도 안심하세요. 그만큼 침식 재난에 대응할 태스크포스 컴퍼니들도 많이 모여 있으니까요. 저희 코핑 컴퍼니도 그중 하나고요.
So why are we taking the bus?
아, 그게 사장님께서도 잘 아시겠지만 최근 여러 문제로 회사 재정 상태가 많이 어려웠거든요.
Ah, so we're flat broke.
저희 태스크포스는 침식체를 쓰러뜨려서 얻은 이터니움으로 수익을 올려야 하잖아요. 작전에 필요한 인력과 장비에 유지비가 많이 드는데 사정이 있어서 제대로 된 작전은 못한 지 한참 됐거든요. 사장님께서 인수해 주시지 않았다면 저희도 지금쯤 파산 절차를 밟고 있었겠죠. 도산이기는 넘겼다지만 VIP를 모시는데 택시 부르기도 어려울 지경이니까요. 아무튼 그런 이유로 현재 활동 중인 현장 대원은 한 명뿐입니다. 그래도 너무 걱정 마세요. 무급 휴직 중이던 소대장님이 이번에 복직하셨거든요. 거기에 사장님께서 투자해주신 자금으로 신입사원 한 분도 충원했답니다. 경력은 짧지만 다른 분들이 베테랑이니까 빠르게 적응하실 거라고 생각해요.
You don't say.
어라? 도로가 조금 막히네요. 무슨 일이지?
그라운드 원 도시관리국에서 알려드립니다. 현재 도심 전역에 침식파 밀도가 서서히 증가하고 있습니다. 현재 추세로 볼 때 곧 카운터사이드 이펙트 경보가 발령될 예정입니다. 민간인은 현장을 통제하는 태스크포스의 지시에 따라 즉각 대피하시기 바랍니다.
큰일이네. 하필 이럴 때. 죄송합니다, 사장님. 아무래도 도착이 늦어질 것 같네요. 부사장님께 연락을 드리려고 하는데 혹시 지시하실 사항이나 전원이 있으신가요?
Tell her to rescue the VIP.
요인 구출이요? 알겠습니다. 부사장님께도 바로 연락드리겠습니다. 요인의 인상착의와 위치는 어떻게 전달할까요?
Their appearance? Man.
라운드 1 도시관리국에서 알려드립니다.
This is like so cinematic. It's almost like watching a movie. it's kind of like no matter how many times I see this, it's just wow. It gets you wondering, you know? At least in my opinion. Like, oh man, what else is happening? Like, what's gonna happen next? What's this new threat that's happening? Or whatnot?
현재 도심 전역의 침식파 밀도가 서서히 증가하고 있습니다. 현재의 추세를 볼 때 곧 카운터사이드 이펙트 경보가 발령될 예정입니다. 시민 여러분들은 안전한 장소에 머물러 주시고
Wow, look at the animations on this. Pretty amazing.
관리국과 계약된 태스크포스 컴퍼니들은 각자 관리구역으로 출동해 주시기 바랍니다.
Like when I first started the game on here,
정화작전에 참여할 신규 인원들은 각자 지정소대로 모여 등록 및 편성 절차를 마쳐주시기 바랍니다.
back then seeing animations like this, I was already captivated. I was like, hey, I need to know more. This is one of my favorite scenes. Just by how it looked.
어라? 아니, 이게 누구십니까? 이젠 완전히 은퇴하신 줄 알았는데요. 스승님.
Oh man, this was so cool. Like when I first saw it, I was like, man, this is so cool right here. Like in the night sky, everybody's wearing like, I guess like one of the like dark, edgy type suits, like we're like just mercs and whatnot, and it's just like standing over here. The way that the scenery is, man, it's just epic.
나도
Love the
내 놈이
song
아직
too. It
살아있을
just
줄은
fits
몰랐어.
so well with it.
진작 어디서 뒤졌을 줄 알았는데.
오랜만에 만난 사랑스런 제자에게 하는 인사치곤 너무 살벌한데요?
사랑스런 제자가 다 얼어 죽었나?
부끄러워하는 모습도 나이에 안 맞게 귀여우시네요.
Oh man, it's so
너랑
awesome
얘기하고
reliving this.
있으면 항상 머리가 아파. 뭘 그렇게 자꾸 흘끔거리는 거냐?
별거 아닙니다. 슬슬 영정사진이나 찍으러 다니셔야 할 분이 굳이 여기까지 행차하신 진짜 이유가 뭘까 궁금해서요.
진짜 이유라니? 무슨 말인지 모르겠군.
역시 이번 신입 때문이려나요?
무슨 말인지 모르겠다고 했을 텐데.
네네, 알겠습니다. 몇 년씩이나 무소식이던 분이 예고도 없이 나타나셨는데 그날이 하필 신입사원이 들어오는 날이라니. 물론 이 모든 건 놀라운 우연일 뿐이겠죠.
You know what's crazy too? Back then, I don't remember it having this many voice lines back then. I think possibly they may have did some rebranding to it. Like they may have added some more voiceovers to this. I'm not sure because back then I don't remember it. Like I remember it having like, you know, specific voice lines and specific parts, but I'm not sure I remember it being this much. Which is like, this is great that they have this much, you know, voice acting into this. This is awesome.
바보도 안 믿을 정도로.
좀 닥쳐. 그 혓바닥은 침식체 놈들이 잘 나가지도 않나? 하여간
요즘 침식체들이 근성이 부족해서 말이죠. 뭐 혹시라도 그런 날이 오면 스승님께 제일 먼저 연락드릴게요. 그나저나 자료를 보니 경력이 꽤 재미있는 아가씨더라고요. 카운터 자격 평가는 관리국 기준으로 C급. 프로 라이선스 기준에 간신히 턱걸이네요. 그런 주제에 벌써 저희 회사가 3번째더군요.
Barely managed to get pro license. Grade C counter.
제일 오래 버틴 곳이 일주일이 안 되는 것 같던데. 해고 사유는 어디 보자. 조직 생활 부적응, 무모한 작전 진행, 명령 불복종, 급여 조건에 대한 심각한 의견 차이. 이야.
You know what I just realized? So I was just thinking. So there was an anime, right? There was an anime called Solo Leveling, and it just hit me for like the concepts, or at least an inspiration to it. But I don't know, like I don't know how old Solo Leveling is. But what I do know what I did notice though is that in Solo Leveling there's like a concept of, you know, what a hunter's rank is, and once you have that rank, you know, there's a, you know, you're pretty much stuck in that rank forever. So if you're like a grade D, grade C or whatever, you're basically that forever. That's your power level, and you can't get any stronger. But so I was thinking, like in this case here, it's just, you know, I saw like a similarity to like, you know, CounterSide's grade system, but of course there's more complexity to CounterSide's grade system, where, you know, I mean the game will pretty much explain it. I think possibly, yeah, I think possibly either in some main chapters and maybe in a substream, but it's just I just noticed like an interesting similarities to it.
이렇게 펜닐 소대에 어울리는 인재가 있었다니? 전 스승님이 어디서 나이라도 속이고 다니는 게 아닌가 의심했다니까요.
대체 그런 건 어디서 주워 듣고 다니는 거냐? 인사정보는 대회비일 텐데.
관리부의 하나 씨에게 소개팅 한 건 해주기로 하고 부탁 좀 했죠. 앞으로 동료가 될지도 모를 사람이니까요. 원만한 회사 생활을 위해서라도 미리미리 알아둬야 하는 거 아니겠습니까?
그런 걸 세간에서는 스토킹이라고 한단다.
Oh man, that scene is
가능하면 제
amazing.
취향의 미소녀였으면 좋겠는데 말이죠.
제발 부탁인데 제자야. 어디 안 보이는 곳에서 객사라도 했으면 좋겠구나.
She said go and die somewhere. Man, that's harsh. And here she is.
네가 오늘 오기로 한 신입이로군.
That looks awesome.
펜일 소대에 들어온 걸 환영한다, 신입. 나는 소대장인 힐데. 힐데라고 부르면 된다.
전 주시윤이라고 합니다. 평범하고 성실한 일개 소대원이죠.
소대장? 이런 꼬맹이가? 아주 끝내주는 신입 애송이로군. 다른 사람은 아무도 보이질 않는데? 설마 펜릴 소대라는 곳은 당신들 둘뿐이야?
그렇습니다, 미나양. 펜닐 소대는 소수 정예가 모토라서요. 이제 미나양까지 총 3명이네요.
삼류 회사라더니 정말 알만하군. 미리 말해두는데 난 돈을 벌러 온 거야. 쓸데없는 텃세놀이에 어울려줄 여유 따윈 없어. 그러니까 둘 다 내 발목만은 잡지 않길 바래.
Very
물론 잡혀줄
rebellious.
생각도 없지만.
Yumina.
스승님, 저 반해버릴 것 같아요.
작전부에서 알려드립니다. 조금 전 카운터사이드 이펙트 2단계 경보가 발령되었습니다. 곧 침식 정화 작전이 진행될 예정입니다. 반복합니다. 카운터사이드 이펙트 2단계 경보가 발령되었습니다.
오리엔테이션은 살아남으면 진행하는 걸로 해야겠군. 여기는 힐데. 펜릴 소대 재편성을 완료했다. 현 시간부로 작전 지역에 돌입한다.
여기는 코핀. 복귀를 환영합니다, 서대장. 좋은 사냥 되시길 바랍니다.
Man, the animations here are still cool. They the devs have really come a long way from this. It just their animation skills just keeps improving after this. Oh, they actually put the whole tutorial in this too. Okay. Oh, that's hilarious. Okay, so the story is integrated with the tutorial. Interesting.
내 차례군.
I always thought that the tutorial was just like a one-time thing, but it's like baked into the story. That's interesting.
받는 만큼은 해야지. 자,
Oh, okay, there we go. So now it's like the regular stuff. Man, Jishyun is simping a lot. You know, what I've noticed that his personality It really resembles a specific unit that I'm sure that you veteran players know about. His personality is very similar to that person's. Especially when it comes to personal space. Creep. Dang, even Hilde agrees. Oof. So that mean little kid. President of the Coffin Company. Wait a minute. Lousy pirates, huh? Rescue the asset. Who has no idea what's going on. Wonder what this asset is.
명장!
잘 부탁드립니다. 자. 선물입니다.
The animation is so cool. Dropping an entire building on them. I think that type of special move is exactly what, you know, is exactly what caught the attention of people. Okay, so we did 2, right? All right, so we do 3. Protect machines. Man, Mina was very harsh back then. Oh, wait a second. Sorry, Mina. No overtime. Oh, man. Familiar? I felt something familiar over there. Huh. Beyond your security clearance. Hold on. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so for those of you who didn't mute the video, I think that's pretty interesting with the beyond. It's beyond her security clearance. I think it's we probably, like, back then we probably didn't understand exactly why that was the case, because everything was like so top secret. But then we come to realize now that it starts to make sense now why, you know, Hilde, who normally would have high security clearance in something, you know, that, you know, considering her history with the administration, would then all of a sudden have, you know, have certain clearances that's been blocked off on. And it's mainly because, you know, when she, it's basically like if she comes across us as, you know, the administrator and whatnot, if she ends up meeting us face to face, then all of a sudden, you know, all her memory, I think like all her memory starts to come back. And, you know, it's a possibility too that because she met us, she would be able to activate her second code, which then means that she would be repeating the process. She's doomed to repeat the process over and over again and failing the mission because she keeps trying to, you know, save the wolf by trying to break the rules and activating her powers, thus ending the world again. So it's kind of cool, just, you know, going back and then seeing all of this again, and now it's now starting to make much more sense in this way. I love how it all connects and stuff like that. You'll know when you see them. He says everyone like, is everybody in this operation out of their mind? She can't even answer that. You know what's really interesting? It's interesting how she says, if I shoot the asset in the face, if I don't know when I see them. So it's interesting that she says that because she doesn't have a gun at all. Like, we've literally seen her fight, and she only has swords. So I don't know, maybe she's saying, like, maybe Mina, and she's like commanding Mina to take shots, and then Mina accidentally shoots someone. So then I guess, like, you know, her as the commander, she would be responsible for that, but who knows? But I just found that, you know, kind of funny that she said that. There's no guns in sight on Hilda. He said this is an improvement. Really?
받는 만큼은 해야지. 이거라 먹어.
전진업.
평범은 내가 납니다.
Uh-oh.
이거라 먹어.
Okay. We're about to finish Act 1. Hey! It's the robot. Man, she immediately wanted to crush it. Yeah, I don't think so, Hilde. A semi-autonomous robot-controlled mechanoid interface developed with a combination of a state-of-the-art science and advanced technology. Holy shit. That is ridiculous. Yo, can you guys even try to do that? That's like a tongue twister, isn't it? guys can do that? It's crazy. I have a semi-autonomous robot. Wait. I have a semi-autonomous remote-controlled mechanoid interface developed with a combination of state-of-the-art science and advanced technology. That is something. Robot, still robot. She's got a point. Oh man. Not the supply container. Wait a minute. Corrupted wedges were lying in ambush are now headed your way. That's very curious. Like when you read that part of it, it's like I don't know. It's like a set of questions that can start rising from this. There was something that I was trying to remember before though, like it doesn't come to mind though, but I think I have like a theory on something about that. But who knows? Maybe it has something to do with a robot. Tough luck, Mina. You know, I just noticed that she's driving. Maybe I have noticed it in the past, but I just never really paid attention to it that much. It's all in a day's work. Oh. Break free from your kaleshas. You know, I'm gonna have to look this word up to see if there's any deeper meaning to it. Break free from your kaleshas, Mina. It's a curious choice of words to use, Jushia. That's just like bonus. What are you talking about? Those don't exist here. Ah, loan sharks. Maybe they already had things predetermined back then with just these specific lines. Or maybe I'm just seeing these lines and they just happen to be there and I'm just like forming connections to it. That could also be a possibility, so. Ooh, category 3. That's a lot of COs. Not anymore.
내 차례다.
언제 불러줄지 기다렸어.
Oh, I love this song. Man, that song is just epic. Yo, she's mentioning the whole thing again. Remote control mechanoid interface that was developed with the state-of-the-art scientific technology. Oh man. President of the Coffin Company. A robot. There's a lot of humor in this in the beginning. That's pretty cool. I like this. I mean, they of course they still have humor, you know, in future chapters and all that stuff. But yeah, I remember reading all of this here with the just reading all the humor on there. I'm like, man, this story seems to be getting better and better. Hey, sometimes that happens, you know, you just randomly walk into something and you're just like, hey, looks like I'm president of this company now. Stranger things have happened. And the supreme leader of this organization. Supreme leader. Interesting. Infamous for endless overtime, overdue wages, and disastrous reputation. Wonder who calls that. Man, Mina is just sick. Hearing all this, like, damn, I got hired by the worst company ever. Oh wow, they started their own companies. You know what I wonder? I wonder if this was just like, you know, basically like background talk, or possibly we could get, you know, maybe like some previous employees of the past who worked for a coffin company and then decided to leave it and make their own organization, and maybe one day we could run into those organizations and then, you know, I guess compete with them, or ally up with them or something like that. Maybe that could play like some type of crucial role on things. That'd be interesting. Ooh. Big oof. Oof. Oh, one of the most capable squads in the industry. You know, I wonder why she vanished. It's very interesting. Like, where exactly did she go at that time? Was she just like on like a personal quest mission? Was she just going into you know, other areas and whatnot, trying to search for something? Frag inducing. Suckers like Mina. Oh man. So they had to find somebody who was either crazy enough or maybe dumb enough or just gullible enough to take the job. Looks like Mina fit the bill on that, being gullible. She probably thought the pay was gonna be amazing. A resignation letter. A forum was created for him. You know what? Now that they mention that, I wonder if it's still up there. Like later on in chapters, I wonder. I wonder if it increased more of the Shiyun cases and incidents. That would be hilarious if one day they just mention it again. Who knows? Maybe they did mention it again and I just don't remember. Could be in a substream or maybe in the later chapters. Contract termination fees. Oh man. Oh man, that is rough. Now she's getting nervous. She says, "This a scam." You don't say, Lee Seon. You don't say. Oh, she's a true merc at heart. True merc, through and through. Oh man. Oh, this is pretty nice. Nice scene. Oh, this looks like different artwork on here too. What she wanted, never. And this is where things starts to get a little tense. You know, hold on. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so for those of you who didn't mute the video, I find this like interesting. Like, so for the wolf, right, of the past, or Mina, I wonder if Mina had the same, like the way that Mina looks now. I wonder if there were similarities to Mina, like Mina from the previous version. I wonder if, like, as soon as they saw her, did she have the same features as the other wolf had, or was the personality similar in some way? Because we know that back then, she, you know, she was like a little kid, but that little kid version of her, or whatever it was, or I guess like a reincarnation maybe of that wolf, she managed to injure Tamiel, which then I guess like revealed another type of possibilities, and then sort of just, rather than trying to go to another world, ended up resetting that same world. If I remember correctly, yeah, they did like a reset. But then again, too, it was kind of vague at that point. So it was like, did they move somewhere, or did they actually just reset it? So maybe it was just a reset of that world. Just a shadow. A faint residue. Well, that will be the end of Act 1. So there's a lot of vague things that was happening here. I wasn't expecting like the tutorials to be baked into the story like that, like to the first episodes. So we technically really didn't have to do any missions. However, on Act 2, we do get like actual stuff happening here, and we do like activate, you know, our squad and stuff like that. So the next episode is going to have some interesting stuff happening here. We're going to be able to use our squads and whatnot, and you get to see, you know, for those of you that are brand new to the game and looking into the story and whatnot, you'll get to see how this rule that I set for myself functions. But yeah, man, this brings back so many memories. Awesome memories. Just hearing the song like that again, and just, you know, that that awesome atmosphere that it brought with it. So just too cool. But yeah, that'll be it for this episode here. Now also too, guys, I do have like other games that I do play. You know, you can check it out on the playlist section, and I will have some links in the description as well. And also too, I ended up moving. I created a shorts, a brand new shorts channel, a gaming shorts channel. So if you haven't seen any of my shorts on my main channel here, it's because I ended up moving the majority, including like the new uploaded videos of shorts, over to the new channel, which is the Irony of Gaming Shorts. So I'll have that in the link in the description. And you know what? I'll probably will be posting, like, put a community post on there as well, just to show you where the link is, you know, just to make you guys aware that, you know, that's where the shorts are going at. So if you're not seeing any shorts on the main channel here, it's because I moved it over to a brand new shorts channel. Now I didn't move all of the shorts over there. I only moved like a few on there, and then the rest is just brand new stuff that's being uploaded on there. So you guys should feel free to check that out. Some pretty funny stuff on there. And yeah, I'm just gonna keep like any of the previous shorts videos that I have on this channel. I'm just gonna leave it there, so you guys could, you know, check both locations, I guess. But yeah, that'll be it for this video, and I'll be continuing on more on these next acts for the recap of the CounterSide story. So I'm out of here, guys. Catch you later.